Hello again, second grade. Instead of having the computer read the book, I'm going to read this one to you so that we can work on our inferencing skills. So the title of this book is called Many Kinds of Matter. It was written by Jennifer Boothroyd. Matter. Matter is everywhere. Matter is anything that has mass and volume. Mass is the amount of material in an object. Volume is the amount of space an object takes up. There are three kinds of matter. The three kinds of matter are solids, liquids, and gases. So when we're reading informational text, it is very important that we always look at the photographs and that we read any captions that we might find. So on this first page, underneath the photograph of, it looks like maybe a father and son, it says trees, lakes, and people are matter. All have mass and volume. So in the picture, I see a man and a boy. Could be a father and son, could be an uncle and nephew, we don't know. And the caption tells me that trees, lakes, and people are matter because they have mass and volume. What about the boat? The text says that mass is the amount of material in an object. And I know that a boat is made of material, so that must mean that it has mass. And then the text also says that volume is the amount of space that an object takes up. Boats do take up space, which means they must have volume. So since boats have mass and volume, I can make an inference or a smart guess that the boat, well, it's matter. See how that works? Solids. Books, rocks, and toys are solids. Solid matter holds its own shape. Solids do not take the shape of their container. Marbles fill a jar, but the marbles are still round. They don't change shape. Books are one example of a solid. The shape of solids does not change when you put them into a container. Solids are not easy to compress. Compress means to squeeze something into a tight space. Bottles and cans are solids. It's not easy to squeeze them into this recycling bin. Solids do not flow. Solid candies don't spread across ice cream the way hot fudge sauce does. Candy sprinkles are solids. They do not flow over the ice cream. Liquids. Oil, syrup, and water are liquids. Liquid matter does not hold its own shape. Liquids take the shape of their container. Water inside a swimming pool takes on the shape of the pool. Oil is one example of a liquid. Water in a square pool will take on a square shape. Liquids are not easy to compress. Milk is a liquid. You couldn't fit the milk in the jug into the little carton. Liquids flow. Liquid syrup spreads across pancakes. Gases. Air, steam, and your breath are gases. Gas matter does not hold its own shape. Gases take the shape of their container. The air inside a hot air balloon takes on the shape of the balloon. Gases are easy to compress. Carbon dioxide is a gas. It's inside soda cans. It's squeezed into the cans to give the soda bubbles. Carbon dioxide rushes out of the soda cans when you open them. So now I'm going to practice my ask and answer questions reading strategy because I just have a question. Question just popped into my brain. Why does the carbon dioxide rush out of the soda can when you open it? Let me see if I can practice my inferencing skills. So the text tells me that gas is easy to compress. It's easy to squeeze into a tight space. You can fit a lot of carbon dioxide into a soda can because you can compress the gas. So that must mean when you open the can, the carbon dioxide rushes out because you have compressed or squeezed a lot of it into a tight space. And then when you open it, it has to go somewhere. Gases flow. The air inside a bubble spreads to fill the space inside the bubble. Matter and changes. Matter can change from one kind to another. Some solids can change to liquids. Some solids can change to gases. Water is a special kind of matter. You know that water is a liquid, but it can easily be found in all three forms on our planet. The liquid in this cup is changing to a gas. How do I know? How do I know that the liquid in this cup is changing to a gas? Is it because I can see the steam rising from the cup? And also I can infer or make a smart guess because I know that when I see grown-ups drinking hot tea or hot coffee, that the liquid is hot, right? So it's going to be changing from a liquid to a gas. Water becomes a solid if it is cooled. It turns into ice. Water turns into ice when it freezes. Water freezes when it reaches a temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Water becomes a gas if it is heated, like our coffee and tea. Water turns into steam when it boils. Water boils when it reaches a temperature of 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Water at any temperature can change into water vapor. Water vapor is a gas. This is called evaporation. We're going to learn a lot about this. Some people use a drying rack after washing their dishes. The dishes dry after the water evaporates. Then we have condensation. Water vapor changes back into liquid water when it cools in the air. This change is called condensation. You can see condensation after a hot shower. The water vapor touches the shower door and turns back into a liquid. Other matter can change forms too. Cheese is a solid. It melts when it gets hot. It changes to a liquid. Bread dipped in melted cheese is a tasty treat. Juice is a liquid. It freezes when it gets cold. It changes to a solid. Ice pops can be made by freezing juice. We use solids, liquids, and gases every day. They are an important part of our lives and our planet.